so trigonometric functions. The word trigonometry is derived from the Greek words trigon and metron, meaning measuring the sides of a triangle. So we'll see what is the word angle telling us. So angle is a measure of rotation. So angle is a measure of rotation. Rotation means we should understand something you are changing the direction. Okay, so angle is a measure of rotation of a given ray about its initial point. Now initial means the starting point. Okay, so about its initial point. So I will explain to you what exactly this angle word measures. Okay, so meaning of this. So here, now suppose we have, this is one line, this is a ray we will take, OA. This is a ray, that is the initial side. So from this, that OA, you keep on changing the direction, and you reach one final ray here. So call this as B. So see the arrow mark which way I am going. So this was that OA was an initial ray, initial ray. Then after you rotate, you have reached one end ray, and that end ray is called the terminal ray or terminal side, we can say. So right here, this is terminal side. This ray OB, no, that is terminal. Terminating means the end ray. And this is the starting, so this is initial side. And this is the point, initial point, the vertex, we can say. Okay, so here, this is nothing but the anti-clockwise direction. So anti-clockwise, and this is regarded as the positive angle. Okay, we have another where if suppose it happens in the clockwise direction, then what will happen? Let us see that. Okay, so there on the side you can write. Suppose now this is your initial ray. So OA is your initial ray. Now instead of going in the anti-clockwise direction, let's see what will happen if I move in the clockwise direction. So suppose I have a ray here. So this is OB. So now see the directions. The direction is like this. Look at the arrow mark. That is from OA was your initial side, OB is your terminal side. So this is initial. Yes, correct. It is negative. So initial side, and this side is terminal side. Okay, so terminal side. Now here, this we can see how the clock moves. So therefore it is called the clockwise direction. So this is clockwise direction. And if you take the clockwise direction, it is the negative angle. Is the negative angle. So just look at the direction first. Okay, so look at the direction. So next line you write, side heading, unit of measurement of angle. So the unit, okay, so unit of measurement of angle. Underline this. That means how are you going to measure this angle? And we have to learn only two different measures. One is the degree measure and the other one is the radian measure. So what is degree measure, what is radian measure, and what is the relation between them, we have to learn in this first exercise. Okay, because in the first exercise you will find questions where a degree measure is given, you have to convert it to radian measure. and radian measure is given, you have to convert to degree measure. So 1 mark question could be asked, just the conversion. Very simple, very easy it is. I'm going to help you out. Okay, so write the first one here, unit of measurement of angle. The first one let us take is the degree measure. Okay, so we will take the first one, which is a degree measure. So first one, degree measure. Underline degree measure. Now we are familiar with the marking 90 degrees. All that degree word is familiar to us. It is not a new word. Degree measure, we know how to mark 30 degree, 45, 60, 90. We have been used to writing that. Okay. So yes. So if a right angle, so now there are certain conditions here. So what we have to accept. Okay. So here, if a right angle, so please write, if a right angle is divided, right angle means 90 degree, right? So that if that right angle is divided into 90 equal parts, into 90 equal parts, comma, each part, that is one part. Okay, so each part, so right angle we know 90 degrees. So if that right angle is divided into 90 equal parts, can you tell me one part, each part is called what? Can you tell me what is one part, each part called? I repeat once again, a right angle is divided into, that means yes, a right angle, yes, it is divided into 90 equal parts. So now here we have like this right angle. So if this is divided like this into 90 equal parts, so that each one part is called 1 degree. Very good. Okay, so if a right angle is divided into 90 equal parts, comma, each part is called a degree. A degree. Underline the word a degree. In bracket write a degree is 1 degree. Degree symbol is the small 0 on top. Okay. Yes, 1 degree. Okay. Now suppose that one part, no, that 1 degree. So write that, below that you write 1 degree is divided into 60 equal parts. 1 degree is divided into 60 equal parts, comma, each part is called a minute. Okay, so each part is called a minute. So 1 degree is divided into 60 equal parts and each part is called a minute, and minute is just one dash on top. Okay, so looking at that 1 dash, we should know it is minute. And then once again we know that 1 minute is divided into 60 equal parts. What is that part? Could anyone tell me? 1 degree divided into 60 equal parts, which is called 1 minute. Yes, very good. 1 second. Correct. So next line, 1 minute is further, 1 minute is further divided into 60 equal parts, where each part is called a second. Underline the word second and in brackets the two small dashes, like we write the inverted commas. Okay, so two dash, that it should be straight. Okay, so 2 dash is nothing but represents a second, 1 dash on top represents a minute. So therefore, what all we have written, let us write. So therefore one right angle is equal to 90 degrees. 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. See the symbol. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Okay, so this is important. This is about the degree measure. Second one is radian measure. Radian measure. In this system, right below that, in underline radian measure and write in this system, comma, angle is measured in radians. Angle is measured in radians. Full stop. A radian is the angle subtended at the center of a circle, by an arc, comma, whose length is equal to the radius of the circle. Whose length is equal to the radius of the circle. Now, what I mean by this is, so in this system, angle is measured in radians. And what is this 1 radian? A radian means it is the angle which is subtended at the center by an arc. So what is it we are speaking about? Now suppose we have a circle. Okay, so if this is a circle, this is a center, and these are the 2 radii. Okay, so the radii of the circle are equal, we know that, no? The radii, and this part, see this part, the color in blue. Okay, so that part is called the arc. That part, the part of the circle is nothing but the arc. So this arc is subtending an angle. Suppose this angle is some theta. Okay, so subtending at the center means look at that arc, and from that arc join it towards the center of the circle. So that part where it meets the center, so that is the angle subtended by this arc at the center of the circle. That is what we have written. Now, when it will be called a radian, that is 1 radian, when it will be called, see, these are the radius, and this is the length of the arc, we can say. Okay, so and radian is the angle subtended at the center of a circle by an arc whose length now that we are speaking about is the length of the arc, whose length is equal to the radius of the circle. So if this length, that is the length of the arc, okay, so if this length and this radius are equal, then we say that angle in the center is equal to 1 radian. Okay, so what is the criteria for that angle to be called 1 radian? The length and the radius has to become equal. The length, the arc whose length here is mentioned, is equal to the radius of the circle. So when the length is equal to the radius of the circle, then we say the angle subtended at the center, this theta which I have written, is equal to 1 radian. Okay, is that clear? Is that clear? When it is been told it is as 1 radian, when the length of the arcs, with the arc which is subtending the angle at the center, is said to be 1 radian if the length is equal to the radius of the circle. Okay. Now suppose we will take one definition when it is called 1 radian. So we will write that to become more clear. Okay. So please write. Put a star and write. An angle subtended at the center of the circle by an arc of length 1 unit in a unit circle. Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of the word unit? Unit circle means what? What is the meaning of the word unit circle? Anyone? Is said to be 1 radian. Come on. 1 radian is the small, like a C, okay? It is not that fully 0. Yes, very good. So unit circle means nothing but radius is equal to 1. So we are taking length is equal to 1 unit, radius also equal to 1 unit. So therefore that angle in the center is called 1 radian. See, degree means we are writing that full 0. Radian means we are writing only that half circle, okay? So that is like a C. That is the symbol for radian. Okay, so next put star and write. If theta is the angle, now we are getting one formula which we are using it in some questions in the first exercise. So if theta is the angle measured, in radians, remember whenever you speak about circle, you have to get the angle in radian measure only. Okay, so whenever we are solving CET question or any question relating to the radians, that means whenever the angle is given of a circle that in radian, it should be in radians only. Suppose it is in degree, we have to convert to radians and then take in place of theta. Okay, that means especially when we are using this formula, angle theta has to be in radians only. So underline this word for you to understand. Okay, remember this. Theta should be in radians only, not degree. So if theta is the angle measured in radians, r is the radius, and L is the length of arc, then theta is equal to L by R, or this is the formula which we remember, L is equal to R theta. So this is the formula which we are remembering for the question. So put a box on that. That formula, just write the formula, put a box. L is equal to R theta, very, very important. Two pi R, very good. so right, one complete rotation of the length of the circle, is equal to circumference of the circle, and that is equal to 2 pi r. So therefore, angle theta is equal to L by R. That is a formula, no? Theta is equal to L by R, or L is equal to R theta. But L is nothing but the length of the circle. What is it? 2 pi R by R. So this gets cancelled. So therefore it is 2 pi radians. So one complete rotation is nothing but 2 pi radians. So if we are speaking in radians, it is 2 pi radians. If we are speaking in degrees, can anyone tell me what is the total degree here in one circle together? What is it? Anyone? 360. Okay, so very good. So so that is how we are bringing in the relation between the degrees and the radian measure. Okay, yes. So therefore you write, so note, you put this as first point. Second point you write, one complete rotation is equal to 2 pi radians, which is also equal to 360 degrees. Pi is 180. 2 pi is 360. So pi is 180. Okay. Yes. So 2 pi is 360 we got. Okay. So now let us write the relation between degree and radians. Next side heading quickly, and then the problems. Okay. Right. Relation between degree and radian measure. Relation between degree and radian measure. Underline this. Relation between degree and radian measure. So that is 2 pi, this is 2 pi radians, is equal to 360 degrees, or pi radian is equal to 180 degree, or pi radian equal to 180 degree. Therefore, 1 radian is equal to 180 by pi. 180 by pi. So that is equal to, have you learnt that pi value is equal to 22 by 7 in your lower classes? Pi value, yes, sometimes we take 3.14, sometimes we take 22 by 7. Okay, so just let us substitute. So this, you no need of remembering it, but what is the approximate value of 1 radian we will get from this, okay, from this relation. So here 180 by pi, so that is equal to 180 by 22 by 7. So that is equal to 180 into 7 by 22, and this is nothing but here 57 degrees 16 minutes approximately. Write approx in words, in brackets. Next line, 1 degree is equal to pi by 180 radians. That is equal to 0.01746 radian. So 1 degree is equal to 0.01746 radian approximately. This nobody will ask you to remember, but you should know that. Okay, you should know that how to do it. Let's write quickly. So what we have here, radian measure. Suppose the question asked is find the radian measure. So the degree measure will be given to us. So you have to multiply by pi by 180. So you just remember this much, then no confusion at all. See, radian measure, if you want to convert to degree measure, okay, so radian, if you want to convert to degree measure, you see, now you know these two numbers, you know 180 and you know pi. So now the confusion is whether 180 by pi to multiply or pi by 180 to multiply. That is the biggest confusion students will have. Okay, so what you think when you want the answer in radians, remember pi should be there on top. Radian means pi should be there on top. When degree you want, 180 should be there on top. Number should be there on top. If you remember this much, then you will never go wrong. What is that I told you is, whenever you want radian measure, remember pi by 180. Pi should be there on top in the numerator. And when you want degree measure, number should be there on top. So 180 by pi. Okay, so now radian measure, if you want to convert to degree measure, that means you want degree. So in degree means what you have to multiply? You have to multiply by 180 by pi. If you have degree measure and they ask you to write in radian measure, so radian means what? Whom I should remember? Pi. So I should multiply by pi by 180. Okay, one example. So now I have 30 degree and I want to convert into radians. So convert this into radians. So radian means what I should remember? Pi. Pi should be there on top. So this is 30 into pi by 180. So 0 cancel, 3 ones are 3, 6. So your answer is pi by 6 radians. Yes. And suppose I have pi by 2 and I want this degree measure. So degree means what I should remember? Multiply by number. Number is first. So 180 by pi. So we have here pi by 2 into degree means 180 by pi. So pi and pi gets cancelled. 2 ones are 2 90s. So therefore this is 90 degree. Okay. Hope you have understood.